This is just a straight up collective, John. We gonna pray. Amen. We're gonna just do a collective. Okay, that's what we doing. We doing collectives right now. All right. I'm doing weeklies on YouTube, but this is just I'm gonna be doing collectives over here and weeklies over on not YouTube on TikTok, just because it's cleaner, it's quicker, and I don't gotta fight with TikTok about their algorithm. You know what I mean? I could just you know go ahead and um just build a community. You know what I mean? Like, so if you want your weeklies, if you want to see what the messages were for the last couple weeks, um, it's on TikTok, and I'm doing very, very well there. I just realized I had to block, a hacker and all that stuff. Not a hacker, but somebody who's just like desperate to have control of me, darling. Desperate, just desperate. Never gonna happen, motherfucker. Excuse my language. Now I'm gonna keep it real, motherfucker. So this is a collective. This is nobody in particular, but I will, pick up on, I'll try to. This is probably gonna be long as hell too, because, y'all know I'm long winded anyway, and I'm gonna try to do this as whenever the Most High calls me to do a reading, I'm going to do it. So this is the recent past. We're gonna always do 30-day or so from anytime I pick up the cards and read. So I don't own the rights to the music playing in the background, so YouTube, get your mind right, get your life together. You know what I mean? Because don't nobody want to steal no music from nobody or whatnot. Okay, today's day is da 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 da. I hope y'all can see that. There we go. Why was it all blurry just now? Stupid. Well, I hope y'all seen that. It's Wednesday, April 23rd. And um yeah. Listen, I've been up in my ante on my rituals. So first of all, this is the recent past. We're gonna do the recent past, the present, and the future, and I'm gonna give dates. So today's the 23rd. So I'm gonna say the recent past energy goes back 30 days from March 23rd, about 2 weeks prior to or a week prior to March 23rd. This is kind of like that energy. So this is the recent past energy, but we're doing collective. So there's no timestamps, there's no timing, really, really that's concrete the way I used to do it. Listen, you see this right here? She's been on point. Okay. I'm making my smudge sticks. This is actually a smudge stick that goes into my manifestation jar with my herbs and stuff like that. Put it in there and boom. This is a not so bliss stick. So this is like this is for people who want to be my enemies or my adversaries. They get that work. They get that smoke. Okay. And then I've got the bliss sticks where it's all purpose. All you do is just light it and you say your prayers. You could put a little write down a little prayer, put it in there because the herbs blesses the words that you write on it. With the special herbs, it's over 30 herbs in one smudge stick. It's not so much in the not so bliss stick, but and I also have a cinnamon version. So and my cleaning solution, where I stay blessed up and I'm always cleaning my work area. I don't know if you guys can see back there, but I got all kind of stuff going on. This is a bath, one of my bath sets I made. So this was just like, uh, basically protection proof for myself. And I don't really need like I made this full batch for me and a couple other customers. So what I do is like I'll take an empty bottle like this because this is very concentrating. You don't need much for my spiritual bath, baby. This is why the enemies and adversaries wonder how I stay blessed up so much, honey. I put in that work. So I put this much of the blessed bath in here, and then when I get in the shower, I just fill this up with warm water and I pray over it. and I rinse. I do this daily or whenever the Most High calls me to do it. And then, so I've got a master blend. This is my master blend of herbs recipe that goes into some of my smudge sticks. It goes on top of my charcoal when I pray. And I've got a not so a not I got the enemy stuff, and I've got the love incense. So this is my natural blend of incense, dried herbs that I make into incense or I add into my smudge sticks. So I've been really, really on on a mission and on the move because the customers are loving my my emlets and which also has the herbs or I cater to different people. So for some people I might put in moldavite, you know what I mean, if you need to make a drastic change in your life. It really depends on your situation. Like, so basically I'll prescribe what you need things like that. But let's move forward. So, a week prior to the 23rd of March is what we're doing collective. So collective, you were standing, you were standing on your, listen, you standing on it. That's it. This is the Queen of Swords. You stood on whatever you needed to stand on, and you got the sword up and and you're looking at. I want to talk how I want to talk. You're looking at motherfuckers like, try it, bing bong, okay. And you look this whatever that what is that in the back? Oh, this is the bow. And the crazy thing is, in this on this card, she has a bow, right? But what's crazy is there is no arrow. It's just a sword, which means that her bow is in one hand and the arrow is the sword. My God. So around then you had some folks shaking in their boots. A military died card is reversed, which means that there was some type of restrictions lifted where someone or something or people had control, or they restricted, or you were restricted in some way, that was lifted around that time about a month ago. Okay. You told some people to fall back, and they definitely eased up. We got the 50 Shades of Grey card, or the Three of Wands. um this is giving your ships are coming in. It's opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. You got maybe three opportunities for you. So out of this situation where you stood on business, and there was a restriction lifted, three opportunities came in for you, or you just seen the horizon. You seen something. Look, you seen the Star of Bethlehem. This is my Star of Bethlehem card. Um, Basically, you may have, after the three options came, seven more came after that. You had 10 options, right? That's kind of like the story of my life right now. You know what I mean? That's crazy because honestly, ninjas to start coming out the woodworks. If you know what I mean, you did a makeover, or back then you did something different, or you've been redeemed. There was a pregnancy that is reversed, or someone is quite very well pregnant and don't know. You may have gotten pregnant around this time. Someone is being made over and made into a Cinderella, and someone is pregnant. That's the best way I can put it. Where's my other deck? Hola. Where's my other deck? Oh, you know what? Most I say you don't need a baby, and I'm not going to get it. Okay, I should use it. No, he said you're fine. Okay, so you might have gotten pregnant. So if you don't know, you could, if you could possibly be pregnant, you might want to take a test. Someone got away with something right around that time, right after that. The devil's in the details. Somebody's plans failed, even though someone attempted to get away with something. And this is the Seven Swords upright. Whoever tried to get away with something hasn't gotten away with it, or has not yet. A rich man. Somebody got away with something or attempted to get us away with something or do something deceitful with a rich man. And there was caution had. Someone was paying attention and they caught it. Yeah. It's like the rich man or you, somebody caught something. Somebody caught in a nick of time somebody trying to get away with something. Woo! And the Ten of Pentacles, baby. Around that time. So I would say by the um around 23rd, 27th, 28th. I'm gonna say, yeah, about the 27th, 28th. Someone got blessed, or January. There's a big inheritance. Someone, uh, was communing with family, having good times with family. Around that time, somebody was contemplating giving up on their celibacy, contemplating going into sexual activities around that time. Spring. Is it spring yet? So something about spring. Okay, and then once we got to about the 5th of April, collective, some of you collective, so it looks like for some of you were standing on business about not being intimate with someone, and the Star of Bethlehem, somebody could have got pregnant with the Star of Bethlehem. Even though you may have been trying to restrain yourself from being intimate, and you notice someone was trying to get away with something, a rich man, and you used caution because maybe somebody was trying to steal your inheritance or something. It's something about a lot of money or a lot of wealth or a big blessing. Had something to do with January. And again, maybe you did give up on the celibacy when the day spring hit. I don't know. um this caused some type of breakup or separation. Two of Cups, reverse, false fulfillment. Something wasn't fulfilling. And someone took a journey around the 5th, by the 5th of April, and decided to work on being light with their energy or using light energy or doing the right thing, being on the up and up, the good foot. And because someone just, even though there's a separation here and someone took a trip, a hot air balloon, or maybe taking a trip on a hot air balloon, there's three cackling hens that are gossiping about your ships coming in, or this. I just found out my community's doing hot air balloon trips. Like, you can go book a hot air balloon trip or whatever. I've just seen um a community, oh, my community, there's a hot balloon floating in the air as we speak. But this energy looks like in the past. This is definitely in the past. um Natural path. Someone who's usually a naturopath is might be contemplating using or getting a prescription for something that they would need a prescription for. Water. Someone is also, this came out sideways, water. So, and it's going in reverse. Someone is contemplating having a drink or doing something they, you know, s- contemplating going back to something that had quite possibly happened stuck in the past. Period. Around that time, around April, 1st through the 5th. So if this doesn't have happened in the past, it could be very well happening to someone now or some of you now. But there is a healing and some hope with the Star of Bethlehem. You could be pregnant for some of you. You could have gotten someone pregnant. There could be redemption. There could be Cinderella, Oshun energy. There is beauty. There is a newness happening. There is something sacred and highly valuable. I will say that. someone could have been standing guard in the past, protecting something who is, or someone who is sacred and high value. Uh-huh. Either way, in the recent past, like in the beginning of April, there was people gossiping about it. How they could have been gossiping how you are a light worker and you're about to be raptured, baby, even though you ain't in a relationship. I don't know. This is complicated. It can go so many ways. Get a private read and call me, but go to my TikTok and see, what the TikTok is TikToking for. All right, all right. Okay. Lord knows I should not have no cake and ice cream tonight. Girl, I'll be eating that vanilla bean ice cream with my mama's pound cake. Girl, she made me a pound cake, girl. I was mad because she made everybody else a pound cake. I said, Mama, you gotta make me a pound cake because I'm your daughter. Like, how you gonna do that for me? It might be something about a pound cake. somebody might had an Easter pound cake, honey. If you got some Easter pound cake, go get some vanilla bean ice cream. It don't gotta be all the expensive kind. It could be like the store brand, just as long as you know they make quality stuff. Get you some vanilla bean ice cream, darling. If y'all know me from my old videos, you know that's one of my favorite get ups. Okay, so we doing this section that we laying down now is the first half of April. Collective. First half of April. First half of April. Wow. Okay. Folk looking at me. Folk treat me like I'm a master at what I do these days. I'm not a master. I'm just, I guess I'm an esteemed learner, meaning that I take pride in who I'm learning from. I really do. And you want to know who I'm learning from? The big guy. I take, when once you realize, if you any of you ever realize that you have the ability to really truly learn from the Most High and you take that seriously, I'm telling you, the things that you'll discover is so profound. Someone is undoing a no or has undid a no because we're in the second half of April right now. So, and I'm gonna have to do a collective read for May sooner rather than later. So expect the collective read for May. By Sunday, my uploads for weeklies go up on every Sunday. For um, well, zodiacs. Pardon me. I know I gotta get in bed because I gotta be up at 5. Okay. So we got the full. So like around the 1st or 5th, someone decided not to take a leap of faith. Someone decided they didn't want to become a rich girl. I don't know, like someone decided not to take a leap of faith towards a rich or a wealthy girl. Or when someone decided not to take a leap of faith, they came into some unexpected money. It's like someone was going to take a chance on something and then they decided not to, and that led to someone being a rich girl or getting unexpected money or waiting on unexpected money. This is the 9 of Pentacles reversed. This is basically either some of you, wow. So we got the rich girl and unexpected money and the 9 of Pentacles reversal. Maybe, from not taking this leap of faith, you didn't become like, okay, so for instance, you could have been dating someone who's very wealthy and you decide you didn't want to deal with them anymore. So you didn't take the leap of faith to the wealth and this unexpected money. And it reversed some type of blessing or wish fulfillment. Or this could be, um, when you didn't take a leap of faith, it did lead to unexpected money. And so maybe you decided to stay with someone who is wealthy and now you're not single. Okay, take it how you need to take it. The eight, yeah. Oh my gosh. So the first week of, in the beginning of April, you were definitely blessed. The Most High graced you with His love. Two of Swords. Two of Swords. You, maybe the Most High graced you with, bless you, and you just can't see it. Like you just don't. You have no idea. Like you're refusing to see that it was Jesus or it was God or it was an angel. Like an angel came in and blessed you, and you're refusing to. Like this is giving me you're refusing to see that it in fact was an angel or the Most High. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? La, 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 pop, 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 la, 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 la. Let me put these down so you guys can see. Matter of fact, I'll push it back. Okay. Let's get some clarity, 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 clarity. There we go. Okay. Oh my God. And it's facing me. Baby. Some of you are definitely pregnant. Some of you are definitely pregnant. Let me tell you something. Mm. Girl. Girl. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. Because I might have to wait. Hold on. Orlan. 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 Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh gosh. Let's go back because April. Okay. That's March, April 10th, April. So, so this will be around April 10th. Wait. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah. Hold on. This is like April 10th ish. Yeah. When was Good Friday? Not Good Friday. Passover. Let me see. I gotta figure this out, honey. Let me see. Passover was the 12th. So first to the fifth, fifth to the 10th. Okay. Yeah, so first to the fifth. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm letting y'all all of my Lord, I didn't told on myself. Okay. Fifth to the 10th. You were resting, rejuvenating, relaxing. Mm. Release from suffering. Maybe some of you were suffering with something. Sorry. You may have been dealing with the repercussions of something. Enjoying your sacred space for some of you. Um, around the fifth to the 10th. Big luck reverse. Might have had little luck, if any. It's like you were resting and enjoying your sacred space and like feeling like it could be worse. You were. This is giving grateful energy, resting in some a sacred space of your and having being graceful and mm, not making a move. Yeah, you're saying no. You're saying no around from the fifth to the 10th. You were saying, oh my gosh, that makes so much damn sense. You know what? You know what? Most times I'm tired of you. Okay, I hope this resonates with somebody because like it's resonating. You ain't got to tell my business, Jesus. Christ. If this, let me, okay, we gonna see. Matter of fact, that came out Tuesday. Going up on a Tuesday. This also says on this card, let there be. Like the Most High saying, let there be light. So, my God. I've been having these dizzy spells too. Lord, you know what? It can't be. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna do it. Come on, Most High, give me one. Oh, he said, open it. Slice it, dice it. Celibate reverse. You definitely so from the 5th to the 10th, he was saying no, and then what had happened was from the 10th to the 15th. Bingo! You know what, Most High. And what happened was you enjoyed yourself. You did. Cause girl. And then there was a short-term illness. Hmm. So there was something to celebrate. It was you were in bliss. You were elated from the and when overall from the 10th from the 10th to the 15th you were overall elated, but you were dealing with some type of short-term illness. Ooh, where there could have been a trail, there was none, honey. Hunty trial. Like, okay, so I gotta give y'all the tea and like spill the tea with, because this could be somebody tried to hit you with that oopty wopty, that woo, and it might have made you sick for a quick minute, but voodoo it was overturned. It was overthrown. Eights of and there was a lot of gossip. Okay, so if somebody tried to put the woo on you, there not a lot of gossip, but there was people talking about it. There was people talking about it. How something you averted or avoided something. Okay. It was some talk about it. It was definitely some talk about it. People meeting up, and it wasn't a lot. It was enough. Just like, girl, did you end, girl? It was just okay. Wow, this is heaven. Aww. You avoided something from the 10th to the 15th, baby. You really did. You really did. I don't know. And I know I just sat here and told you how I've been, putting in that work. I don't play. Listen, let me, you know what? Let me get that. Yes. And it's on. You've been praying. Heaven, like you opened up the gate. Okay. So you see how this card says city, heaven. You reached in your prayers, you reached the city of heaven. You reached. You definitely. Ooh, this was reverse facing me. Sky, air, baby. You definitely, I'm telling you right now, I'm getting ready to make incense like the cones, but a little bit smaller, and I'll be selling them like 10 in a bag. They're expensive. I make out of that my same recipe, my same blend. You definitely with your prayers, yeah, you reach the highest height. So whatever your mantra was, as a matter of fact, I created a prayer against my enemies, a daily life get right prayer. I created these different prayers that I do when I do my rituals. And matter of fact, let me light this up. One of my incense that I made so we can draw some more loving. Um, whatever you was doing, you reached the gates of heaven. You reached heaven. You definitely reached heaven around the 15th. You reached where you wanted to reach. I'll put it that way. This is what this is telling me. You reached where you wanted to reach. So I'll also be uh once you guys order with me, um or some of you, with your incense and all the goodies in your box, you will definitely get queen bee oil to go with your incense. You For me, I am doing everything with my oils, right? And it blesses me every time. So this is what this is saying. Whatever you've been doing, putting your petition in my smudge sticks or whatever, keep doing it. It worked. You definitely they when you called and the phone rang in heaven, they got it. They answered. And you know what? You may not be seeing it now, but let's continue on and see if you will see and know. It could be you incubated something that it doesn't necessarily have to be pregnancy. You incubated, or you established a fetus of some type of creation. You know what I mean? Like it's the beginning stages of something. It could be a web, online YouTube presence, whatever it is. You spark, you lit a fuse, whatever it is. So I would say, from what I just saw, keep doing what you were doing and stay the hell away from people who don't serve you, who don't got your best interest in heart. Stay away. Lord, I don't know why I'm out of breath. And it's not because I'm eating pound cake and ice cream and popcorn every day and had a wonderful Easter dinner. I'm so tired. As a matter of fact, I was so exhausted when I was with, I can't even call him my boo thing. He just get on what is a good name that you could call somebody who really just gets on your nerves because they just can't, they ain't got that act right in them. But they always on time. It kind of remind me of Yeshua. Yeshua is like, if we could really, really just keep it all the way 100, and if we could keep it all the way 100 about Yeshua, right? Yeshua is like that dude. When you really, really think about it, Yeshua is that dude that Yeshua was that dude that we really, really can't get enough of. We love him. We gotta have him. But he never shows up when you want him to show up. But then when you really need him to show up, he shows up. When you really need, he's like that dude. You know what I mean? That you can't get enough of, but and you be trying to get rid of him, but he ain't gonna let you go. Oh, get on my nerves. Anyway, we doing from the 15th to the 1st of May. Mm, 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 mm. Wow. Already. Bro, I'm just gonna show you this one. So you just like, while I'm finish laying them out, you could just kind of like dissect it. There's a new big something was there was something solid established by, okay, and the only thing I can describe this as, because we were talking about pregnancy in the last section, right? So for this card to come out here, last section was like by the 15th, so from the 10th to the 15th, from the 15th to the 20th, right around this time, like a couple of days ago, literally, you know what I mean, within the last week of you guys, of when this is uploaded, something was established. Now think about it. When a woman gets okay, so the egg is in the is in a woman's womb, and it takes, for, even though when a sperm enters a woman's egg, it's this the sperm has to go through from the ovary and through the fallopian tube to implant in the uterus. So that takes some time. It takes I don't know exactly how much that may. I don't know exactly how much time it takes, but this is giving this right here is giving that energy. Like around this time, the egg and the sperm made it to the uterus and implanted and found a home. You know what I mean? To fertilize from in the uterus around that time. So let me keep going. Okay. I'm really like either I'm really out of breath or I'm tired. Like highly doubt I'm pregnant, but it would be nice if I would. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look! 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 He said put that where it's supposed to go. That goes there. This goes there. Okay. Wow. He said don't take them. Just take the one. Okay. So from the 15th to the 20th, baby, the Crown of Pentacles. Um, you feeling you are feeling accomplished. You know, around the 15th to the 20th, you're feeling accomplished, grateful, really, grateful, appreciative. Even you know, some of you could have been generous. It's like you worked hard to get to where you are, and now it's like you have enough to be able to give for some of you. And you put yourself in a position where you're willing to sacrifice to see others win. Okay, for some of you, occupation where it concerns work, or someone did this for you. This could be an earth sign woman that did this. They sacrificed something just so you can win, to see you win. If you don't have fire in your, no earth in your chart, and this created or allowed for this new beginning. And this new beginning sparked a fuse or, you know, ignited something in you to sever something. Because the Queen of Swords is about severing when she's reversed. Like she actually uses the blade. I'm going to bed after this. Mm. Stress, reverse facing me. Bliss, baby. Pretty facing me. Ugly. March. Pardon me. So somebody born in March. You, if this is you, there's a woman who's here who's really good with money, had something to do with a job and a new beginning. But somebody sacrificed something in order to see someone else win. Someone else, whoever, you figure out who's on what side of the coin and where you fit in. But there's an air sign woman here who the bliss card is laying on top of, and then there's a earth sign woman here who the occupation card landed on top of. So maybe there's an earth sign woman that landed some type of new opportunity via work. Maybe whoever this Queen of Swords is decided to sacrifice something to get bliss regarding this woman regarding some type of work. Whatever this is, this bliss made something ugly regarding something or someone in the month of March from the 15th to the 20th. Right? From the 20th to the 25th, this is now energy. Today's the 23rd. This caused a family unit to not be able to celebrate. Whatever was figured out is not surprising to some of you all, or whoever, you know, a group of people on the other side, where there should have been long-term prosperity and happiness. It's short-lived. It was short-lived for some of you. This is like The Ten of Cups is like permanent paradise in the upright, or longevity. When it's reversed, it's like, okay, it's like having a 2 week trip versus a weekend trip from the 20th to the 25th. Expectation. And with that, short trip, you or someone else or a group of people know not to expect, or knew not to expect someone or something. This is the expectation card, reverse. That Ten of Cups, someone knew not to expect something. Three of Swords reverse. Whatever you decided to not expect, or you were forced not to expect, definitely prevented you from having heartbreak. Yeah. Now we have the Queen of Wands. Someone, there's a Queen of Wands, so there's three women here. Queen of Wands energy is someone very clever and beautiful. So someone did something sly, quite possibly, or with a sleight of hand. This could be you, or so. This Queen of Wands energy, she's like, maybe she's the one, who avoided heartbreak. But at the end of the day, she's upright. She's feeling powerful. She's feeling full of power. There's someone here. Separation. There's a separation. This Queen of Wands is dealing with separation. Heterosexual reverse. This Queen of Wands is going to be dealing with separation from someone who is the same sex as them. Because someone avoided someone who didn't cheat on some. Okay. We've got violated here. So someone, it's like violated was sideways, and it was, it was coming facing me, right? Which means that someone almost got violated, but because they were protected and chosen, they didn't. That's on period. Yeah, that's on period. Yeah. Someone could have got violated while they were separated, but they didn't. And there's a fire sign woman here that's going to be separated from someone who is the same sex as them. And it could turn into a violation, or it could turn into protection and chosen. This is given like, because it came out sideways, it's like it can go in either way. You know what I mean? It's going in the violated direction, but it's a possibility. It doesn't have to be in a violated protection by the 25th. From the 25th to May 1st, we've got the Seven of Wands. Someone with wand energy, who has a lot of wands, who has a lot of resources, had some courage, and they got the victory with the Seven of Wands. Defended themselves like the last airbender. Like, somebody really defeated themselves. I mean, not defended themselves. And like, somebody decided to face their enemies head. Like, back in the day when I grew up, kids, they like to jump people, but in order to make a fight fair, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say somebody's decided, let's go head up then, hands and feet, let's go head up. So whether or not it looks like it's six other adversaries or opponents here, whether or not you had to go one-on-one, toe-to-toe with somebody, or a group of people, either way, like, whoever, if you're the person, you'll know if you're up against many or someone and you're innocent, you defeat them, hands down. Like, these people are standing away and back from you. Imagine having a group of people. Y'all remember that girl that was in Drake's video? That used to be my neighbor in Jersey. But remember, she did that viral video when a group of bitches hate you. She had the whistle. She used to blow the whistle. at the end of the day, it's like when a group of bitches hate you, imagine how weak they are when it's a group of them going up against one. That's stupid. You tell it, you like giving yourself away. That just shows how weak you are. That you when a group of people got to go up against one person, that just makes that is so empowering to a person. Like, wow, like what is it about me that's so powerful that these people, a group of them, got to go up against me? Like, what am I not seeing about myself that they see and they're afraid of? Like for me, I would start dissecting. Like, okay, let me figure this out because I whatever I'm doing that's got them wanting to come up against me, and it's multiple, it's many of them. I want to do more of that. Ooh, funeral, someone passing. Wow. I pray right now no one loses someone. And this is what I read in the April read. This is the exact same message that the April read gave at this around this time. I pray no one loses someone because it looks like someone defending themselves caused a funeral for someone else. Period. Seven candles here. A rose wreath. Okay. And the seven of wands reversed. So, okay. 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 So basically, this is telling me that you defending yourself against these group of people caused someone to pass away. For and then this seven of wands reverse. This is seven of wands reverse. Now these people don't want to attack you. This is exactly the same message that I did for Libra for the month of April. Period. These people do not, once something happens to someone, you no longer have to defend yourself. Miracle. Oh, look at that. Miracle. Wow. Wow. You turn water into wine, baby. You turn water into wine by the end of the month. That is period. You can ask any other reader what my cards are saying, and I'm reading them straight up. You know what I mean? I'm not getting too much like because I try not to dissect, you know what I mean? Because I can give you more possibilities of what this is saying, but this is what it's like it's right smack in my face. You know what I mean? Like somebody's gonna figure out, somebody's gonna say or look at this like it's a miracle. It's like you take down Goliath. Like this is David and Goliath energy. This is straight up like it's like you're David and all these people is together as a group, but they're like the Goliath in your world. And for you, like you take down someone and you disarm all the group of the Goliath clan. And it's a miracle to them. It's like it's impossible how you could have done. And to be honest with you, I don't know, like I don't know how this is gonna play out for me, but I like to be inconspicuous. I love to be underestimated. That is my greatest weapon, is for people to underestimate me because it gives me more time for me to study them. Exactly. I don't care. My enemy could be watching and listening to my words, and they could say, "Oh, she's gonna study. Oh, you think you can study me, this, that, and the other," and then they try to change everything that they're doing. It doesn't matter what anybody does to someone to attack them or to hurt them, and they're innocent. It doesn't matter what an enemy or adversary of that person or said person does. They gonna always get. They're always gonna get that. They're always gonna get touched. You're never gonna defeat anybody who's never trying to be your enemy. You're never. You're not ever gonna do that. You can't. How is that even possible? Someone who was never trying to be your enemy. Like imagine God allowing that. Unless he was Most High is so stupid. Most High says say this unless he comes back, or no, unless he reincarnates you through, a new vessel, and then you can do the same thing to that your enemy's, legacy down the road. You know what I mean? Like that. Okay. Pi Day. What is Pi Day? Pi Day reverse facing me, not the last. Okay. So this miracle and you defending yourself and then somebody being, being laid down. You told somebody to get down or get laid down and you laid them down. Okay. And it's a miracle. A lot of people are saying this is a miracle, but this is not the last time you're going to have to do this. Unfortunately, baby. People going to try to test you again. Let's see. Let's get more clarity. Oh, I don't know why I'm so tired. Everybody trying to figure out my spiritual formula. I got so much. I use so many different things from in so many different ways. And and the Most High tell me how nobody's ever gonna figure my shit out. I'm not giving it to nobody at all. When I'm finished with my writing my books and my instructions and all that stuff, I may give. I'm thinking about putting together a group. You know what I mean, to teach everybody what I know, but I don't be trusting folk like that. Okay, so we've got Wednesday. Come Wednesday, baby. Come Wednesday. Oh, I see. Oh, let me tell you how stupid my family is. Now I know they watching because I said something in my last video for Libra for the month of April. Let me tell you, and I'm just gonna put it on the table how stupid they are. And this is just goes to prove exactly what I just said. I said that as a matter of fact, it was on TikTok on a Monday. Someone is gonna have a heart-to-heart conversation on a Monday. It happened. But it happened to a relative who it happened to a relative instead of me, which is cool. They tried to finesse it to make it look like they basically I ain't gonna tell I'm not even gonna tell them what they did. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Anyway, so collective. It's not the last time you're gonna have to do something, but on Wednesday, um, is today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. Yeah, but by the 25th to May 1st, something happens on a Wednesday. It's a midpoint to something. Trinity 3. There's something about 3. Wednesday. It's not the last for 3 for some of you. 3 people, 3 different things. This was it was coming in this direction, which means that there's a possibility that you're covered by the blood or you're being attacked by voodoo. Something there's like Wednesday is like, and it's like you're being attacked from all angles. And that's why it's not the last of something. Someone's going in a direction of being chosen or being blessed or being ordained, something like that. There's something heavy here by way of you, or maybe this group of people defending themselves. Either way, there is a death to something, and this doesn't have to be a physical death, but it does mean that for somebody or a group of people. But it could mean like there's a death to you being attacked and being bullied, and it's a miracle. But it's not the last time, and it's not the last time, and it's something about 3 sides, 3 different things. It's not the last time. keep praying, stay prayed up, because you're going into being completely covered by the blood. That's what you're going into. You can go, it's like whatever this is, you could backslide. Don't backslide. Be well. Most High said, "Oh, it didn't go off. Give him something else. Let's give him something to talk about. How about love?" Girl, you know you can't sing. Shut up. All right, so that's general. That's general. I'm not gonna do. I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't even be doing that. He said a set of bonus. Because I knew I was supposed to shuffle three times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. All right. You setting it off, huh, Mozart? There we go. Okay. I'm going to tell you right up. Wow. Because of a lie or a lack of clarity. Because of a lie and lack of clarity, there's a long road ahead for some of you, collective. And these people who were being petty don't want to be petty anymore, and they're wishing they never tried you. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay. Because people lack the truth and they believe lies, this is a big ass tremendous loss for whoever or whatever. Because they, and you want to know what the crazy thing is that I let people that I know do a lot of shit to me just to see how long they was going, keep up with the, keep up with the keeping up. Me, no, all these people had to do was just come to me and just sit with me and talk to me. I would have told them everything. I would have solved all kind of problems years ago, even back to when I was before I even graduated high school. All they had to do was just come sit and talk to me. But they were too busy, like, not even, yeah, believing a lie, but moving in fear, trying to control me. And this is where the bingo light just came on. That this is how they end up because of lies. There's a major loss and a long road ahead. They don't want to be petty no more. They don't want to fight. They're sulking right now. Most I said 1, 2. I mean, they feel fucked up. Like this is bad. Spring is happening now. Bingo, it's happening now. I can't make it up. One more card. Wow. Bruh. 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 You ain't gonna believe this. You ain't gonna believe this. Somebody go take a pregnancy test. One more. Because, and of course, when it's time for me to be finished, you're gonna drop 2. Near future. Somebody gonna find out they're pregnant in the near future. Employment. Or to get a job offer in the near future. Oh. Maybe some of you could have gave your resume to someone or somewhere, around last month or something like that, or submitted your resume in somewhere, and you created some type of incubation of interest, and you may be getting offered a job really soon. But either way, there's a group of people that is a group of bitches. I'm done. Bye.